You do realize we are recording? Yes. Okay. You're welcome. Very welcome.
But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I got Joe off guard on that one.
Can you tell we've been drinking? That's why we're drinking 12-ounce beers, right?
That's also why we tell you that this show is absolutely not like a pretentious just review food and it's us bullshitting around, right? It's us having a great goddamn time.
You know what this show is, though? This show is episode 1 of the YouTube world of a new phase, a new evolution of the One Beer at a Time podcast. And this is a feature episode of Main and Mill. Didn't do it on purpose. It just worked out that way. So we did Main and Mill, the Tiki Punch Fruited Double Sour. That was the first beer we did. Tangerine, pineapple, I don't know, passion fruit, whatever the hell's in that thing. And then we went back to one that I know for a fact is very good. But this is the Main and Mill Float Trip Lager.
Emergency Lager Float Trip. Main and Mill Brewing. You know what? I like that this is only 4.5%, which is nice compared to what we've been drinking some high ABV shit today.
No.
You know.
I mean, just 6.5 and
Don't
8.
worry, we drink water during the breaks.
Well, we are splitting 12-ounce cans.
And we're also splitting 12
We were
ounce
tactical
cans,
today.
So.
We were tactical. If it was a Friday night episode, it'd be a little bit different.
But we do need to remind our audience, please drink responsibly. Don't be assholes. On that note, though, let's dive into this emergency float trip lager.
Really great color. Beautiful head for a lager.
Beautiful head for a lager.
Thick, big bubbles. Ooh, smells lovely.
Smells lovely.
Yup.
That reminds me of a nice 22-year-old up in Scotland. A nice Edinburgh girl. Huh?
I fucked your mom, Trebek.
Oh, I'll take her right to my specter, if you know what I mean.
This is
you give me a toy.
Damn good lager.
Yeah, this is a good, crisp.
Smells like an all-American beer.
You know, this, I love when we get to these kinds of beers, because this is the type of beer I could hand my dad and be like, this is a craft beer, but you're going to like it.
Oh, yeah. Dude, who doesn't like this beer?
Because my dad, as we've explained in previous episodes, my dad is absolutely the guy that is like, what are you drinking that shit for? Drink a real beer, and he'll hand you like a Budweiser or a Bud Light or a fucking...
Drink something that tastes like beer.
Wrong. I drink Busch and Busch Light. We drink... Hell, we put down Joe had a little bit of a rough week last week with the with the album release party getting shut down, and so I grabbed. I'll tell you what, with the truck I'm driving now, the Ranger,
it just felt right.
Climbing up into my Ranger with a 30 rack of Coors Banquet. Gave me
felt
like
summer 1985.
A nice Americana moment, you know. I was like, yeah. You know, it was, but no, like, man, this is like, good.
Reminds me of Miss Stacey Williams, summer 1985.
Reminds me of being in the front row, Leonard Skinner, hammered drunk, and Jesus is singing lead vocals.
You know what? This is a Leonard Skinner brew right here.
Yeah.
This shit is all American. This is a wonderful lager. This is an everyday, all the time,
one of these
any occasion brew.
Being our first YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and put this out in the ether. Joe, you can do the voice for me. One of these days, we need the Broken Skull himself.
Oh, yes.
Let me
we have these big ambitions that one of these days y'all are going to hear, well, hell, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin here on One Beer at a Time. Figured since it was my new favorite beer podcast, might as well come down, split a couple with you fine gentlemen. Hell, let's get on down to Broken Skull IPA. Tell me what you think.
Hell yeah, brother.
One of these days.
One of these days.
One of these days.
You know what? If that happens, I can retire and die a happy man.
Yeah, dude. To hear him say, my new favorite beer podcast, the one beer at a time, boys here. Hell, I thought we'd come do some IPAs together. Finish off with a couple Steve Weisers.
Steve Weisers. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Get him to shoot a crossbow. Fuck yeah. God damn it, that shit gets me hot.
Oh, we would road trip down to the Broken Skull Ranch. We would film and record the entire thing. Oh man. Oh, I got chills right now.
I would even let him do a stunner on me.
Oh, I gotta get stunned.
I gotta get stunned. If I don't get stunned, did it even happen?
And then I need him to slam a couple of beers afterwards and throw the cans on us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh man. Oh, the dreams.
Oh man, I mean, there's not a whole lot I can say about this beer other than it's a great lager.
I'd say
crisp, it's clean.
It's a pretty perfect lager.
Yeah, it's crisp, clean, easy drinking, summer beer.
Really light.
It's what a lager should be.
Yeah, as craft drinkers, I think it's what we wish lagers always were.
Right. Like, it's what I wish my average... Now, don't get me wrong. I love Busch. That is my go-to weekend beer when I'm not drinking craft beer. If I want to have 6-8 beers, I'm drinking a fucking Busch. We enjoy some Coors Banquet. But if those beers could be this...
Yeah, they're generic compared to this.
You know... This is what the...
That's why we like single speed.
This is what the fatherland... I don't know why I said the fatherland with an Irish accent. This is what the fatherland was about. The lagers.
But the shout out back to Four Hands too, because that's part of what we love about what is it? Single speed.
Yeah. Well, you know what else I have?
That jasmine, it's a light lager, but it's brewed with jasmine, and so it gives us this craft beer taste that you're like, light lager with a whole lot of flavor. Fucking love it.
Speaking of Four Hands, you know what I have in the fridge right now? Their Oktoberfest beer. You remember what that is with the eagle on it?
Yeah, that's the Martzen.
Dude.
Yeah.
I bought it on the way
I'm waiting for
home.
Ocats to come out.
I bought it on the way home from Schlafly. They're serving their Oktoberfest on tap, and I had a few of those at Schlafly up in St. Charles. And while I'm not quite ready for Oktoberfest season, I just feel like the beers come out a little too early.
They do, but I can't help that that's literally one of my favorite brews in existence. The Martzen, the traditional Oktoberfest brew, is probably my favorite ale that there is.
And as far as the scale of...
I do love pale ale.
The scale of seasonal, that is my favorite season.
Yeah, dude. Just a straight Oktoberfest.
Yep.
That's a Martzen ale.
Oh, yeah.
That's what traditional Oktoberfest... So if it just says Oktoberfest and nothing else, that's what type of brew it is. And it's an ale.
Wonderful. We're gonna do some pumpkin ales this year. We didn't really do many last year.
No, we didn't. We did that. I know we did the O'Fallon vanilla pumpkin that they do every year, the Harvester or whatever, something like that. I know we did that because we did that O'Fallon variety pack. But we did a lot of Ocats because the Ocats is the one that we really like.
The Ocats and the Four Hands I think are two of my
Those
favorites.
are some of the local ones that we really, really love. Schlafly's October is good, but they're always pushing the pumpkin so fucking much. And Schlafly's pumpkin is sweet, damn it.
The pumpkins
it gets super sweet, man.
After a couple, it really does.
I love that they're very strong beers. So at a fall festival at a party or something, you want to be in the spirit of the season and shit. Maybe drink one because they're like 9% or some shit. Fuck yeah, it's worth it. Okay, fine. But they're so goddamn sweet.
Side note, for the next time we do a professional setup, we got to get Robert like his own little microphone. We do need to set that up. Jamie has his own microphone.
It's true.
Because his input is important. And today we have not really had many questions.
It's true.
And not that, Lauren, when you see this, we're not taking your job away, but we are evolving. And we have our Jamie now. And his name is Robert. So
What up?
We'll no longer refer to him as our Jamie. He's our Robert.
How's our Robert? We could probably figure that out, man.
His name was
just
Robert
another
Parse.
audio, and we gotta get a third mic.
It's
man.
Paulson.
I got a.
His name was Robert
it's
Paulson.
That's right.
His name was Robert
I
Paulson.
said Parson. I can't believe I forgot that.
What's the first
I actually
rule?
have another microphone.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
I got
we
another
have several
condenser.
microphones.
Stay tuned, friends. The evolution.
Yeah, we're evolving.
You are tuned in to the evolution of Obot.
So let's see. Quick little rundown. Let's
Quick
go
little
over all of
rundown,
them. We had a great fucking list today.
We really
So
did, including
the,
that sour that I'm
Yeah,
not
man. The
normally
Tiki
fans
Punch.
of.
Main and Mill, stars of the show, automatically. Not just because you have two brews on our show, but because both brews, I was going to say bros
Yeah.
brews. Both brews are really, really impressive. But we started and finished with Main and Mill. So the start was the Tiki Punch Fruited Double Sour. Hit us in the back of the mouth so hardcore, just makes you pucker. Serious, but that beer flavor is undeniable. The fruit balance was really impressive. And at 8%, damn, it's drinkable.
Yeah.
So that was a very strong okay for us. Would drink again, for sure. Civil Life American Brown. Civil Life is a very traditional brewery, and we like it a lot. I can't think of a time where we had a Civil Life brew where we just didn't like it.
See, and that's what I like about Civil Life and UCBC is they're very traditional, but
It may not
beers
always
are
be
all-
extremely impressive, but very traditional,
And you know
and
what?
that
This-
is impressive.
This kind of brings me back to something I was saying earlier. I am never going to shit on Schlafly because Schlafly opened the door for a lot of things.
For sure.
However, they kind of, in my mind, missed the boat that UCBC and Civil Life really walked through. Because they are two breweries that kind of stick to traditional things. They don't have any wild, crazy beers like Four Hands does.
Or not trying to be real innovative.
Yeah,
or
they're
anything.
not. But what they do, they nail it. They fucking nail it. And one of the things that I don't love about Schlafly is, and I said this when I was there Sunday. Excuse me, to Sarah. They've embraced mediocrity to me.
They're on their way to being commercial.
You know,
They're
right,
going
yeah.
to end up being our Boulevard.
You know,
It's going to happen.
But I don't know about that because I think that Boulevard seized on some things they didn't early on. And Schlafly's been around so long that I don't really know how you break into. I don't know how they break their next glass ceiling.
That's true.
Because again, I don't get me wrong. Now they actually have new ownership, from what I hear. A kid I went to high school with who was a Schlafly himself. His dad and his dad's brother, so his uncle, from what I understand, may have bought the brewery recently. Have bought the entire thing. Because they feel like they can do a better job. And I hope they can, because again, Schlafly is not bad by any means. It's not bad. It's just kind of lingering in mediocrity to me.
The only things
to where there's things they could really improve upon and still mass produce to the degree that they
have brew that's impressive. You know, like that raspberry hef, that's impressive for the type of beer that it is.
Yeah.
But they have two beers that I actually rave about, and that's it. The Pale Ale and the APA. The Pale Ale, because that is a damn good all-around pale ale that you can drink all the fucking time. And it doesn't work that way with everybody all the time. And then the APA is a step up. But outside of that, you're right. It's they're kind of lacking in a few areas and a few different things. And so for brews like Civil Life, beautiful, wonderful, traditional, we love it. And what they do well. So that American Brown is an automatic fuck yeah, because it's awesome. Yep. The Four Hands scale of complexity. Four Hands, you guys are fucking rock stars.
Yep.
Where they might always be traditional, they're fucking rock stars. And of course, the El Dorado scale of complexity is a fuck yeah. Main and Mill, we finish up with you again. The Emergency Float Trip Lager.
Didn't last long in my glass.
No, honest. I'm done. I'd give it a fuck yeah, but I'm going to go with a very strong okay on this one. I can't quite give them a fuck yeah on that lager.
No.
But I
will say it is very hard to crack the fuck yeah with a traditional lager. You got to blow my mind a little bit.
We get critical when it comes to that fuck yeah mark. Yeah. But damn good menu all the way around, friends. Yeah. I would highly recommend all of these to any of you. Please stay tuned for more local craft beers from the Missouri area.